The situation at Wits appears to be improving, with more attendance and classes continuing across all campuses without disruptions. But a group of students continued to protest at the university's main campus in Braamfontein and on Wednesday. And those supporting the hashtag Fees Must Fall vow that the movement is not dead yet. Students protesting for free education have been trying to force the institution to shut down until their demands are met. However, a huge police and private security presence has ensued that lectures continue. The university has extended the academic calendar by 2 weeks. The varsity also says that it is committed to allow students to sit for their next end examinations, even if they owe the institution tuition fees. Now, Wits spokesperson Sharona Petrol joins us on the line. Thank you very much, Sharona, for joining us this morning.
Good morning.
Now, the students vow to continue to protest regardless of the situation of the academic program going on. What is going to be put into place to avoid any further violence or disruptions?
Okay, so I think there was a change overnight. Last night at the mass meeting of the students, we believe that they are now open to negotiation. And Wits' management has agreed to meet with 20 representatives of the student body, from any society, any 20 student leaders. And we're hopeful that such a meeting will take place today. We've agreed that the meeting can take place today. We've agreed that it could be live streamed as requested by the students. However, we are still to confirm a time and a venue. We are working through a mediator in this regard, and we're waiting for feedback on that front. We're hoping for a negotiated settlement because ultimately, we really, I think all parties don't want the violence to continue. However, having said that, yesterday was a pretty peaceful, calm day on campus. There was still a group who were protesting, but the majority of classes across our campuses ran, and attendance was pretty good yesterday compared to Monday and Tuesday.
Now, any leads or any word on the petrol bombs that were found yesterday? Is it in connection with the students, or what is the update on that?
We don't have any further information on that. The police did collect the petrol bombs yesterday. They are investigating it, and they said that they will comment on it when they are ready to do so. But at this stage, it's in the hands of the police.
And now, in terms of the program continuing, you mentioned that the turnout wasn't so bad. Do we see more students trickling into the classes, or is it still quite a 50-50 situation?
No, it's actually very good. It's way above 50%. So if I look at some of the classes on the West campus yesterday, they were almost full. Our Parktown campuses running at a good attendance between 70 and 90%. So I think that most classes went ahead yesterday, and I think today we'll even have an even better turnout. The classes that seem to be most affected were those on the Wits East campus, close to the library lawns, and that's where many of the gatherings took place, and that's where the altercations between police and students tend to take place. But generally, across all our campuses, the attendance has been pretty high, depending on the school and the faculty. But between 70 and 90%, we've had classes that have had 100% attendance as well.
And now the government hasn't said much since they had their last imbizo, except for the parley, rather than being in Parliament yesterday, and they haven't put together a task team. Has the government made any communication with the universities so far?
Well, I think that the government communicates, with the vice chancellors via the Department of Higher Education and Training. So I think that they are in touch in that regard. However, we aren't aware of any of the other plans that government may have. They did issue a press statement, though, yesterday. You'd have to get in touch with the ministry for their comment on that. But they did issue a press statement where they said that they're happy that classes are resuming, that they condemn any form of violence, and that I think that the minister would and the ministry, was open to engagement and things like that. But you'd have to get that comment from the ministry. I did see a press statement that said something like that.
Well, thank you very much, Sharona Petrol, there on the line, basically just explaining that the classes are resuming slowly but surely, and the turnout is quite positive. It is much more calmer than what it was before, and there you can see that the Wits Great Hall is quiet, even though there's little police presence.